Hello, Internet. This is E. Schrodinger's cat here with a new series. Recently, the Iscal85 Patreon has launched a new server on a pack that he has put together called Builder's Dreams, which is a creative style pack for builders. It's very lightweight. It has just a few mods, so potatoes can play it. Potato computers, and what it has is chisel and bits, flat colored blocks, deco craft, realistic terrain generation. As you can see, we got this gorgeous terrain generation that I've started to immediately terraform because that's how I roll. Sorry, just needed to check my recording for a little bit. And this server launched like 3 days ago, and I have been on here nonstop. I've started to. My idea for this base, I don't entirely know how to quantify it. I have a picture that, if I remember, I will overlay on this video, provided that I do remember, which is a 50-50 chance. And my idea for it is colorful, very sort of cartoony style architecture, but more like stuff like this kind of worked out. I have this bridge here with this lattice, curvy lattice, and lots of plants, lots of color. This is my block palette here: red, blue, green, white. This was a kind of a mock-up design that I did, which I'm not exactly going to work off of because it's sort of weird looking and away from the design that I'm just going for right here. But this is what I've started. I have this. This is my favorite part so far. This dirt, swishy dirt. Anyway, let's see, I have this road here. I like this road surface too, and this weaves through here. I'm going to add more supports and stuff. This is not the end of the Foolcraft video, the Foolcraft series, the last video of which was an absolute technical disaster. Sorry about that. My first time working with Adobe Premiere got messed up. I got frustrated because it took 2 hours for the video to upload to YouTube, and I'm just like, okay, I'll deal with it next episode. But that series will continue. It's just that this server is launched, and I have all this inspiration for my new base here, and inspiration in that last series was kind of dragging, but it'll come back. I promise it will come back. Anyway, I think today I'm going to work on getting this area a little more fleshed out. We got the ground here, but I want to add it. I want to work out this staircase beyond this little spindly little, what you call it, and I want to get some posts here, maybe an archway, and I'm gonna start on that. So I started putting in these pillars for the archway that I'm going to have over here, and hopefully that will start to break up what is very, very liney. There's no vertical separation on this road here to break up what's starting to look, I don't know, it needs something to break it up, and I'm hoping this archway will provide that purpose. So I think I'm gonna have these two be separate arches. These pair over here and these pair over here, and I'm gonna work out this one and then mirror it on the other side. First things first, I gotta come up and do an arch. There goes the server. Okay, gotta get an arch worked out here, and I'm not entirely sure how high I want to go with this, because I do want this to be a grandish road, so I think I'm probably gonna come up like this, but I don't, no, let's come down one. I'm so indecisive. I think at this point I'm just gonna need to start actually working out the arch part before I make tweaks and such. So I'm gonna come here through like that, and start to connect. Let's see, do we want a flat bit up here? That looks passable. I think this'll do, so long as this is the lowest point. What I'm considering doing is having a second outer shell over it. Have this be the inside, and then I'll have another arch that comes up here. Something like, let's see if I can do this, keeping, let's say, a 2 space wide along the, this is a trick when you're doing concentric arches, is to define a number. See, there's 2 spaces between here, and then have this kind of snake up. So you have this wide here. You have 2 space wide between here and here. 2 space wide between here and here. So it's like an arch, but it's thicker. I don't know if that makes any sense, but we're gonna hope that it does. So maybe come across like this. Oh, you know what? I did not account for the fact that this is too wide. Oh man, building on camera is hard. Anyway, I'm gonna continue adding details to the... I'm gonna fill out these arches, and then we can get to adding the detail and such. That is totally wrong. Anyway, we have some arches filled out, and they look not that great. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever built, but I think it'll be okay when it has details. This, I definitely need to fill in this area, but the primary problem with them right now, I think, is that this over here is like super flat. And I think that maybe I can solve that problem by adding a secondary arch. Is that the same? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. 3, ha, ha, ha. Anyway, trying to build an arch, and it's going to some medium success, and it looks like a nipple. Okay. Well, how can we make it look less like a nipple? Maybe if we come out here and clear this, and then if we come back here with this stuff, this regular person clay, for regulars, come through here. Yeah, less like an... yeah, I think we can... it is very bulky, though. I don't know. Well, for now, let's keep that. And I will go through and fill those out and repeat this on the other 4 arches and see how that works out. But for right now, I think what else this needs is some definition. Because right now, it's like... oh, what did I do? Oh. Right now, it is got these long, sort of, long pillars of nothing breaking it up. So what I'm gonna try now is to see if I can add something that will break it up. That is not the worst thing. That's actually looking pretty good. So the question is, how far apart do I want these little, I guess you could call them delimiters or something less... Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. And bring another one around here. Bring another one down here. See if this will work out. Yeah, man. I'm still trying to get the rhythm of these recordings. That is not even. I'm still trying to get the rhythm of these recordings, and you know how much do I do on camera, and how much do I do off camera? Because on one hand, I don't want the episodes to be boring, but I also don't want it to be a total clip show, because if it's a clip show, like, what is the point of it even being a video? Because I could just upload it to Planet Minecraft and be done with that. So I mean, and obviously there's a sense of learning, and also just a sense of seeing how somebody does something, as opposed to just seeing stages or the final product, in terms of how to learn from watching something. But it's a little difficult to get the rhythm down, because it's something that when you see other people doing... What is wrong here? There's a whole lot wrong here. Why? What? Oh dear. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong! Crisis! We have a crisis! Oh geez. Let's see if I can try and fix that. The answer is no. That didn't fix it at all. Oh Jesus, this is so hard. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out, you know, how do I create content that people want to see without either making it boring or making it rambling, or how do I create content that people can learn from? You know, it's kind of a trial and error process that I'm going through right now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Got it. That's the problem. Found the problem. We have solved the problem. We have sort of... Yeah, there we go. It took us a long while to get there. A lot of struggling, but we finally got something that wasn't totally derpy. And asymmetrical. Maybe add some in here to give it more curve. I think that'll do us some good. Maybe if we add some more details up here to try and give a concentric circle effect. To add some... Yeah, those kind of details like that. And then to give this some more... depth? Not depth, but like... No. Like, how do you say... impact. Like, it's not just two little spindles, it's also a color differentiation. And that kind of breaks it up even more, because it's bigger without having to add tons of more red. It differentiates this inner circle from the outer circle. And I think a similar thing could be done up here. Like that. And that is starting to come together. So I am going to copy this across where it needs to be done, and I will get back to you. I know this segment was super rambly, but hey, trial and error, right? So this is filled in, and it's starting to come together as an actual building. There's still a lot of detail that needs to be done here, because it's very flat and it really blends in with these stairs. Gonna add definition to these stairs when I figure out what to do, but I took this design and I brought it over to each of the sides. I filled in these walls and added these designs here, filled in these roofs, roof-like structure. Very red right now. I think what we're gonna need to do now, I filled in this here too, is find a way to break up this red. I started adding these clay little bands here where above where I was doing the detailing out. So I'm thinking that potentially if I could come like this, that it might break it up a little bit, kind of like supports. Of course, it wouldn't really provide a whole lot of structural support, but it'll look like it does, and that's what counts. Looking like it serves a function is just as effective sometimes as actually serving it. Not a fan. Let's try putting it on the other side. Sometimes things don't quite look right until you have all of the stuff in place in all of the places, and you can see it as a pattern and not just an individual incident of something or other. So we'll come up here, we'll bring it up, and we will meet in the middle, and we shall see. Well, okay. Maybe not that, but maybe it will help if I start to make this more sloped. Yes, that is helping considerably to make this more sloped, so it's not so flush against the red. And do I want to come down another one here? I do not. So here and here, fill this out here, put another one way up here. Yeah, that'll do. Some more on that, just kind of off the fly curve making. It's a little bit, curves are sometimes a little bit trial and error, but there's, you know, you get a knack from them. I like that, so I am going to take that and copy it over to the other ones once this, you know, in between segments. The roof is also in need of something similar, so, but I don't know that this will work in the same way, because it's sort of like, well, where does it go? You know, do we bring it all the way down here? Let's try putting these, like, allow. Yeah, that might actually work. To then come up here, come through here. Nope, that's wrong. Fuck that up royally. Yeah, nah. Up through here, and then just as an example, I can fill out these. Oh, jeez, Lord, it's not on the right axis. Whatever. Here we go, filling it in. I don't know, this is something I'm gonna have to mess with off camera. I did it! I figured it out. I added these. First of all, I fixed this because I realized it looked like a big dumb heart and I didn't want it to. But anyway, I copied all of these arches in through, you know, all the 4 places, and I made these roofs be on a smaller scale of an arch, if you know what I mean. The 8th block instead of the 1/4 block, and broke it up here to try and make the roof a little more, work a little better with this scale of this arch right here. It looked a little weird at just the 1/4 block, so I filled that in. Did the same on the roof, and I brought these red clay straps over on the other side. Added more details down here, details here, around here, and this is looking kind of complete. Another thing that I did was this. I was a little bit of a busy bee. This kind of terraforming stuff is stuff that's going to happen off camera, because it's not really something that can easily be fit into a video format. Basically what I did here was I defined a river structure. This is going to be a waterfall. Right now, I spent about 6 hours doing this and it's not done. This is, you know, a waterfall. I'm going to add some white foam, and I'm going to, you know, this is at, you know, 16th block scale. This is going to be all filled up over here, and that is going to be similar over here, down here. It's going to flow down here and down here, all the way down to this pond. That's going to take a long time, and it's going to be stuff that I'm not going to be able to show on camera. This wall here I made, definitely going to need more detail. I plan to have a sort of, it's kind of a dam, but it's also going to have a sewer-like thing coming through. There's going to be a gush of water down to this river right here. So that is everything that I've done. I've started to carry these green concrete and coke blocks all the way around. I added the snow layer up here to the top of this mountain. A lot of stuff, a lot of, you know, really busy, tedious stuff. But I think this structure is good for now as far as I'm concerned. Oh, right. I also added these bases on the road, so it didn't look so unsupported. It's got some concrete, and I got some concrete bricks, and then I have some concrete here mixing in to look like it's kind of worn and washed up from the water. So this is gonna do it for today. I wanted to put more stuff here, but that is, it's been 2 days since I started this recording, so I have to put it together and upload it. So, I will say good day to you, Internet. Thank you for watching.